At Mitsubishi Electric, we're helping create a more sustainable future for her by heating her home more efficiently, by engineering a net zero emissions building, by reducing power waste in factories, by helping make renewables more energy efficient, by making changes for the better, for everyone.
Well, good afternoon everybody. Welcome back to the Royal Tennis Court here at Hampton Court Palace for the Real Tennis Champions Trophy 2024, supported by Mitsubishi Electric. Giles Doy and Dan Warboys up in the commentary booth for our second match this afternoon. Absolutely tantalising, tempting treat of Rob Shenkman versus Leon Smart. Both players warming up at the moment, probably playing a little bit sooner than they probably anticipated and hoped. If you are just joining us this afternoon, our first quarter-final match between Bryn Sayers and Nina Marola was over quite quickly, unfortunately, owing to an injury by Bryn, which he clearly wasn't able to shake off over the course of the game. So Nina Marola goes through to the next round on Friday with a 6-2 win and a retirement to Bryn. As I mentioned, Dan Warboys next to me this afternoon, who called that match with Ben Taylor-Matthews alongside. Difficult day for Bryn Sayers, wasn't it?
It was really difficult for him, wasn't it? You had to feel for him when he was on court, because you could see from word go he was struggling. And I think he made the right choice by pulling out after the first set. I think he was just going to do himself some more mischief, to be honest. So really sad to see him, especially a top player like that. You always want to see more of him if possible. So, but Nino played really well. He did what he had to do, and he's in great form. So it would be good to see him in the next round as well.
Yeah, Nino came through the qualifying matches on Tuesday and Wednesday this week, and I would argue probably followed quite a similar pattern to the matches that he played in qualifying. Clearly noticing that Bryn was not going to have the kind of the width and the pace that you would expect, and I think Nino just kind of making the most of that in the time he was on court.
Ready?
What it does lead us with, though, is a fantastic match coming up now. Leon Smart, the 6th seed of the tournament, coming up against Rob Shenkman. Rob has been on this court a couple of times already. He went through the qualifying group on Tuesday and Wednesday, recording a couple of very convincing wins in his group to top the qualifying group, and therefore line himself up against Leon.
He was very strong in those qualifying matches, wasn't he? It was sort of classic Shenkman play, wasn't it? It was adjusted to the court really well. I think it really suits his gameplay. He's chipping it into those big galleries and really forcing play. So I think this will be a really good game. It's a bit of a clash of styles, I think. So
definitely.
I think you'll be seeing a lot of big shots from Leon, so it'll be quite exciting to watch, and Rob will be digging in the corners, scrapping at everything and playing some lovely floor tennis, so it'll be a really good test for both players. I know Leon won't particularly like playing against Rob's style, and Rob won't particularly like playing against Leon's style, so it'll be really good. I think this is going to be a really good match.
Yep. So as a new change to the Champions Trophy this year, all the matches in the main draw are now best of 3 sets instead of best of 5. So we might expect to see some of these matches conclude a little bit more quickly. But also I think it's has a real kind of edge and real kind of benefit to it. You can't afford to start the game slowly. You know, if you are with the best of 3 set format, you need to get on it straight away, or you're quickly going to find yourself on the receiving end a lot of punishment.
Guys, Ben's just run away with the iPad, so we'll just have to wait for him. Ben's just run away with the iPad, so I'm just going to wait for him to come back. There he is. There he is. Yeah, all good. Thank you.
We've got just a slight delay in proceedings while the markers getting their software all up and ready to go to mark today's match. That might explain why you're seeing one of our later matches, Nick Howe versus Rob Fay, on your screen at the moment.
It's quite good that real tennis is getting technical issues because it's kind of being dragged into the 18th century now, isn't it? So
the format is best of 3 6-game sets. Obviously all of level with
got Jack Josephs on the markers box. He
The
had a really good first game.
On the serving end from Boston we have Leon Smart. And on the receiving end from Manchester, Robert Shenkman.
There you go. It's Leon to serve first.
3 6-game sets.
Looks like he might be going for a high serve. Try and put Rob under a little bit of pressure, keep it tight. You won't want Rob hitting those galleries early.
Bolts, second serve.
You have to be so accurate with those high serves. It's a great pick up, though. That's another. Oh, fantastic first point there. I think that set the marker down.
This was very indicative of what we're about to watch here.
All that for 15 love.
Bolt.
Just clipping the ceiling there on that first serve.
Chase second
That's
gallery.
Rob would have wanted there into the second gallery. Really big, good pick up off the timbre.
Yeah, Rob already feeling very comfortable with how this court is playing and the shots he wants to make.
Not up, chasing yard.
Rob's really tight.
Two chases, second gallery,
backhand.
yard, 15 up.
Leon's, isn't he?
Yeah, and also I think we got to credit the return of that serve.
Oh, superb.
Leon managed to get that super tight to begin with.
I was going to say that was just the serve that he wanted to do, but still, Rob nearly picking out last gallery from there.
Yeah, it's the one they've been practicing a little bit. He was doing a little bit of that during the warm-up as well.
Yeah, he's not going to make any secret
So
of
it's
doing
15
that.
love, the server leads.
No, I'm pretty sure we've seen
Chase the
a number of
second
times
gallery.
Leon playing at Queen's Club. He's looking to play that type of serve. He's looking to put people under pressure straight away.
Yeah, see what Rob does.
On the chase.
Loose railroad to
15
start
all,
with.
chase a yard.
He's going to change it up slightly now.
Lost the chase. 30-15, server lead.
Just the way you can start to see Leon just winding his shoulder back.
Yeah, it was
aiming
a
for
bit of a loose serve by Rob there, but luckily he won the chase from it. Just cut down off that wall was a really good pick up from Leon.
Oh. 40-30.
He Might hear quite a lot from Rob on court. Nice pick up by Rob.
It's not quite going to make it.
Game for receiver. First game. Receiver leads 1 game to love.
Leon's really pushing those deep shots, isn't he, into the corners early on.
15 love.
No.
15 love. Fifteen all. Chase, nearly a yard worse than last gallery. 15 all. Thirty, 15.
Rob's mixing up his serve a lot in these early stages, trying to just find what works right, I think.
Chase, 1 and 2. Thank you. 2 chases, 30, 15.
We've just got a replay here.
Nearly a yard worse, and 1 and 2.
Probably thought either just win the point outright, then
Just overhit on that grill shot.
30, 15. Receiver leads. Chase nearly a yard worse than last gallery.
Just cut down.
1 and 2.
It's a really good rally across courts. Just got the left.
Just a little bit
spot.
Nearly a
far
yard
down.
worse.
Nearly a yard worse than last gallery for the first chase. It's a really nice shot down the line by Leon. Just in that
30
corridor
all.
of uncertainty.
Chase 1 and 2.
Yeah, not only did Rob kind of not call it, but he was comfortably half a stride away from really being able to react to it as well.
Yeah. 1 and 2.
Lost the chase. 40, 30.
40-30. He has to go 2 love up.
Chase.
Bit of
half
an
a yard
unexpected
worse than
bounce,
6.
as we were saying in the last game. It does come out
40-30,
more than you expect it to.
Yeah, I not quite sure if that's been a recent development or something. I know the court here was closed for about a week or so for some refurbishment, and I think both the grill wall
40,
and the
30.
desert wall
Receiver
were
leads.
both completely
Chase half a
repainted.
yard worse than 6.
But it did find, yeah, I think it has become a little bit bouncier since that repainting has come in. I'm not quite sure what they've done with the painting there.
Are you blaming Dulux or?
Lost the chase. Felt better than last gallery.
Or the
Juice.
decorator? Juice.
Out of court. Advantage server.
That's a bit of a gimme there from Leon. I think Rob was really hoping to get that much closer to the tab and to the grill, but kind of didn't quite get his range in there.
Almost caught me a little bit by surprise that it wasn't further over, I think. It's just high on that
Chase,
It's a
better
really
than
good
3.
defensive volley from Leon there, under a bit of pressure.
Advantage 1 Chase.
Something that Leon does really well actually is that you just look at his body shape as he goes into that volley off the T&RA. It's always just perfectly in position. Oh, we're just seeing a replay here.
So this was playing off the chase that was worse than 6. The marker Jack has called it better than last, which I think is the right. I think it's the right
Advantage
mistake.
receiver.
That looks like it. I think it's another great
Chase
call by
better
Jack.
than
That's a
3.
good call.
Fault.
It'd be interesting to see the serving percentages actually after this first set, especially on those high serves. Nice pick up by Rob.
Well up. Won the chase. And the
What we
game.
didn't talk about earlier is also
1 game all.
the lovely framed windows above,
Fine, is that?
which does make an
Fall up,
impact actually. If you hit that, it can come off at a really bizarre angle.
It's one of the beautiful idiosyncrasies of the course.
Yeah.
And actually, so it's difficult to notice. We actually have 2 of those windows, one above the hazard penthouse and one above the service penthouse as well. And
Chase a
Good
yard.
shot.
and you're absolutely spot
Level.
on. If you're playing here, you've got a wooden frame and then a quite thick perspex glass on those. If you're going anywhere near that, I mean, frankly, why are you hitting the ball up there in the first place?
Oh.
But let's not worry about that.
I think we're talking more about our handicap ranges when
I
we
think-
talk about having an impact.
I think that's probably fair.
You know, you see Nicky Howe hit some really impressive high shots up there to win chases, so it might come into play later.
Yeah,
Probably
and
into the dead on there.
you've
but-
got, you know, with the edging around that window, it's got quite a serious bevel on it. So if you're looking for a real kind of lottery of where that ball's going to go, you definitely want to be hitting the ball around there. Oh, that's super tight on the floor.
Such a good pick up by Rob there. Oh, great pick up by Leon. It's one of those
15 all.
rallies that you're always disappointed to lose because you put so much effort into it.
We've had quite a few of those long rests now. Kind of probably out 3 or 4 of those have only been in the 3rd game at the moment. Leon seems to be taking more of those than
Rob at the
Rob
moment.
is.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to start playing into Rob's strategy and maybe try and keep the rests a bit shorter.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that develops because obviously Rob's game normally is to
15.
try and play those longer rests and wear the opponent down and then wait for the perfect opportunity when they make a mistake. But like you said, he might try and start going for more winners. Seems to be trying to play him at his own game at the moment and he's getting the better of it.
That's been called a fault on the side wall. A bit too high there from Leon.
That's a really nice cut. Shot into there, he just opened
30
up the
all.
racket a little bit more and put a little bit of side on it. Just sort of skipped on as it hit the side wall. Oh, it's almost a fantastic defensive volley by Leon there, but great play by Rob
40.
forcing it.
But also,
Serve lead.
you're seeing
Chase
a
the
lot
yard.
here about, you know, Leon is well down the court. Rob is almost trying to sort of chip it over his head, but because it's come off the back wall, it's so bouncy.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
actually given Leon almost far too much time
He
to get
almost
himself
overran
ready
it,
for what
didn't
the
he?
next shot might look
40-30.
like.
The serve leads.
He almost got back
Chase
too
the yard.
quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chase a yard.
Chasing a yard. big,
Lost the
but
chase,
too big.
and the game, server leads 2 games to 1.
So you were talking a little bit about some of the serves earlier.
Bold!
That's Rob's first service fault, and that compares to Leon's 7 service faults
I knew you'd be on the ball with
in
this.
3 games.
That was his first, was
This
it?
is first.
Wow.
15, love. Time, please.
Here we go, service points 1 as well actually. 62% to 50%. That's 12% swing already in Rob's favour, which is big. That's a really good pickup by Leon there.
15 all.
Well played. There's a really good rest there.
30-15.
Leon just seemed to be on the front foot on that one, and then just
No chases.
just set up a little bit more for the grill.
Shanks has also picked up another of our idiosyncrasies here at Hampton Court.
Yes, sir.
40-15.
You definitely have to be at the court to notice this. You might not even notice it standing at the edge of the court here down the... There's a slight recess on the right hand side.
Okay. Such a good pickup. Oh, that's such great tennis. Well played.
It's another one of those
Games to
long
server.
rallies.
Server leads 3
Rob has
games to
managed
1.
to use that to convert the game.
Rob's just seems to be getting on top of those now, doesn't he?
Chase, worse than
Pick up by
5.
Leon. Nice length.
Level.
Leon choosing to apologise for making Rob run around.
I think that was sincere.
Chase, better than
That's a
2.
fantastic cut volley.
2 chases.
One of the,
Level
one
worse
of the
than
things
5
that
and
definitely
better
isn't
than
coming
2.
across in commentary, or won't come across in the video, is how absolutely brutally hot it is today. Of course, a tournament taking place in the UK, commentated and starring a number of British players. Of course, we're going to complain about the weather. We have a little thermometer just up here. We're currently clocking 28 degrees. 28 degrees Celsius or 83 Fahrenheit for our American friends. It is brutally hot.
Level, chase worse than
These
5.
players are not going to want to be racing around here for very long at all.
It's that humidity with it, isn't it, as well? It's just so humid. Rob's got in a bit of a tangle.
15
there.
yards,
Didn't
chase.
do that at all.
Better than 2.
Get Rob agreeing it was a tough read there.
Better than 2.
If Rob can moan about it, I can moan about it as well. That's great. It's giving me another excuse.
Vote. Fell worse than 2. Lost the chase. 30 love. Hold up.
Chase was better than 2. It was being called worse than 2.
Tight.
I'm sure Ben is going to.
I'm sure there's a replay ready on that one.
Find a camera angle on that shortly.
I think Jack's 2 from 2 so far though. So
Vote.
great chase. It's gone top. Leon's got back with a superb shot. Oh, it's great play.
Chase worse than the yard.
That had a bit of everything in it, didn't it?
30 love.
Yeah.
Rob trying to chip Leon again.
Fault.
Just got the ceiling on that serve was in. It's an impressive roof to hit as well, actually.
Not up. Chase better than 2.
Ross finding that
Two
lovely
chases.
length and cut. And I think the replay's coming up.
Here it comes.
Okay, start.
Best than 2 versus worse than 2. Oh, I'm not
30
I'm
love.
not sure.
Worse than a yard and better than 2.
You see it coming off the wall. It's hitting the number 3 off the wall, but I'm not sure. I don't know.
I would
that's-
like to be in the market position for that one, to be honest with you.
Indeed.
That is
30 love.
tight, isn't
Receiver
it?
leads. Worse than a
Should we
yard.
say chase off?
No, he said lost. Well, he said lost the chase.
Worse than a yard, first chase here.
Fell 1 and 2. Lost the chase.
You don't get much closer than that.
15-30. Chase better than 2.
I'd describe that return serve at the professional level as highly unorthodox.
I thought you said unorthodox.
No, unorthodox.
Yeah.
Better than 2 still is the chase.
That's really good play by Leon there. He's just every shot was bang on the money.
40-15.
40-15. This is a big point, I would say. It's a big game, either 4-1 or 2-3. That is a superb shot.
Great winner.
You don't see many better backhand
30-40.
winners than that. So actually, it's a good defence. It's a bit woody.
How's it better than a yard?
A bit woody.
A little bit woody. You've got to use the expensive part of the racket, haven't you? Here we go. This is the
Worse than the yard?
Worse than the yard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a great call again.
It's
Definitely 1-2 all.
it's definitely 1 2
better
or
than-
better than 2. So
30-40.
not winning the chase.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Server leads.
That camera was
How's it
almost
better than
perfectly
a
set up for that one,
I mean,
wasn't it?
that camera is directly next to Jack, so he's got a perfect perspective on that one.
It was definitely closer than we thought it was going to be when it hit the roof, I think.
How's it
Has
better
it
than
better
a
than a
yard?
yard?
Fold.
Yeah, that's a right service choice there. He wants to keep it as tight as possible. Rob is so good at picking up those galleries from whatever angle.
Fold. Double
Oh.
fault. Juice.
Don't see too many of those double faults.
Both of these players are not known for their double faults.
No.
Although I may be generous enough to suggest that a second serve
Chase
railroad
worse than
is
3.
punchy.
Yeah.
Juice.
Yeah, these two players definitely like the Chatham court, so it's great. Great to watch. Yeah.
Second gallery.
First opportunity
2
he gets is
chases.
straight into second gallery. Worse than 3 second gallery, switching ends. Good time to be getting down the service end.
Yeah,
Juice.
Rob's
Worse
getting a
than
lot more of
3
his
and
points
second
down here,
gallery.
as you'd expect for having the opportunity to serve.
Oh, this is the fault.
We're going to see the faults.
Yeah, it was definitely short on the roof there. Another good call.
No, that's
That's where the pros
Oh,
get
is this
their money.
that was the first. Oh, that was the first.
Oh,
that was the
okay.
first
Juice.
fault.
Chase worse than 3.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Basically the same point on the roof both
pretty
times.
much.
by Leon. I'd say that unforced error by Leon there. I thought that was setting up nicely for him.
Second gallery.
Shots off the back wall. Second gallery chase.
Oh!
Big point for Shenkman here. Yeah,
Won the
lovely
chase.
shot.
Juice!
Yeah, that stemmed the tide. That was it was 40-15 to Leon. Shanks has come down here, put some points together. Leon stemmed the tide a little bit there.
That's a really clever shot, really clever play. You just saw Leon move up there and adjust himself to put that lob in.
Again, another occasion. Leon's come far forward. Rob was trying to play over his head.
You see Leon do that quite a lot with his play, and it's normally really effective.
No, he's found
the server.
absolutely
Server
perfect.
leads 4 games to 1.
I mean, that is the time to do it, isn't it?
And that puts him 4-1 ahead.
$15 love.
So 4-1 Shenkman leads, 15 love up. First set. Still a lot to play in this game. Shenkman's just finding his range, isn't he?
30 love.
Important grills.
Yep.
Relatively
Is that
close
number
together.
4 or number 3 grill count for Rob? A few together, isn't it?
Maybe disappointed with that one.
Time. 15-30.
That's normally a bit of a bread and butter shot for him. He's so good at picking those low ones off of the wall. That's defensive. Leon's got another chance. I think he'll wind it up again. Down the line.
Go. 30 all. No chases.
No chases. He's winning a lot of points off that
40,
side
30.
ball into the backhand corner at the moment.
Chase, half yards.
Absolutely beautiful from Leon.
Just so good at it, isn't he? He's just.
So
Rob's going to go for a regrip.
One of our new features this year, Champions Trophy, courtesy of Ben Gateby Productions, is the win predictor. I mean, I love this. This is full-on geek out territory for me. And I guess, you know, looking at Bob being 4-1 ahead at the moment, so this is a prediction for the overall win, not necessarily just for the
40-30, the server leads. Just half a yard.
It's been consistently going in Rob's favour, but Leon has a chance here to go
Oh!
2 games.
Yeah, it's still early in the game, isn't it? I mean, we've all had those games, especially in real tennis, where we've lost 6-1, 6-love, and then won the next set 6-1, 6-love. You know, it's just
2 games to 4.
there's still so much to play for.
Well, you say it's early in the game, but we've got to remember this is a best of 3.
Yeah, that's true.
Best of 3 match now.
Stroke. 15 love.
Such
15
a
all.
good serve by Leon there.
It's a little not quite as deep as I think quite a few of those other serves have been, but still I think catching Rob out to force the error.
Yeah, I think the deep ones are almost giving Rob that angle where he can still push it towards the galleries, as that one was just a little bit shallow. Just made it a little bit more tricky. I mean, that's the
Better than
serve that
4.
Rob wants to have.
15 all.
Dead-ons are looking nice and full.
Yeah, so dead-ons are filling up quite nicely today. It's been great to have the dead-on full
30-15.
over the 2 days of qualifying. There are still tickets going for the remaining days of the Champions Trophy. So head to royaltenniscourt.com and follow the links from there. I think we're sold out for the dead-on on Saturday and Sunday.
I was going to say there can't be any left for finals day,
So
surely.
it is standing room only for the weekend. But we have got 2 matches tomorrow, and there are still tickets going for dead-on and standing tickets.
That's great play
Chase
by Rob.
worse than last gallery, 2 chases.
Leon just missed the grill there and sent Rob.
30-15,
was already going towards
serve
that
leads,
backhand corner.
better
Rob
than
was
4 and
slicing
worse
it
than
into
last
the
gallery.
forehand corner again, which caught Leon off guard.
So we've got the world ranking chart up on the screen. World number 8 versus world number 10. It's pretty
30-15,
close.
serve leads.
That's sort of
Chase better than 4.
6th, 7th, 8th and 9th. Rob talking
Better than
quite a lot
4.
about in some of the commentary in some of his interviews about really wanting to crack into that top
40-15,
8
worse than last
to really
gallery.
help with seedings and tournaments. He's got a little bit of a way to go, but a good run here will put him in good stead for the next part of the season.
Again, it's a great point won there by Shenkman.
Game to the server. 5 games to 2.
Really good rally to win that point in the game.
And particularly with a chase of worse than last gallery, Rob has still got to run the court.
Put this one away. Great pick up. Superb tennis. Oh,
That's
that's
fantastic.
fantastic.
15 love.
Rob really just placing the racket there and letting the strings and the ball do all the work.
Chase worse
When
than
you
last
have a
gallery.
lesson with a pro, or you hear a pro talk, and
15
they say,
love.
after you pull that shot, just hold it for 2 seconds. That was that perfect example there.
That's
by
all,
Rob,
it's all he
wasn't it?
needs to do. All he needs to do.
Yeah. It's a lovely shot, fantastic play.
30 love.
So that's just putting Rob 2 points away now from the set.
Vote.
Good catch by Leon.
Chase
lovely
worse than 4.
defensive
2
volley.
chases.
Leon's
30 love.
reactions there to that return of serve are quite
Worse than last
special.
gallery and
Superb.
worse than 4.
He was clearly very keen on playing one shot, literally right at the last second playing a completely different one.
worse than away.
Here we go, here's the lob again. Into
Rob, could you just lock the door? Thanks.
Just away.
There's some great defensive work there by Rob.
Yeah.
Just shoveled some of them back.
No, obviously. It's better than being alone.
And then just, again, just waiting for that opportunity.
6 is worse than 5. 5 is worse than 4.
So yeah, here's your
Scores 30 love.
reminder.
Receiver
Still got
leads.
tickets going.
Chase
for,
worse than last
the
gallery
remaining days
and
of the
worse
Champions
than
Trophy. So
4.
royaltenniscourt.com is the website to head to. There's a big banner on the front page. Follow the links.
Worse
and
than
you can
last
buy
gallery.
tickets for that straight away.
There's 2 fantastic games on after this as well. Rob Fay versus Nicky Howe, which will be an absolute cracker. And then we've got Ben Taylor Matthews versus Steve Vigona, which will be an absolute blockbuster as well. So
15-30.
if you get a
Chase
chance to
is
come down
worse than
today,
4.
there's still 2 fantastic matches. Obviously, it will be all live on YouTube as well. You're probably stuck with us for quite a lot of the day, so apologies about that. But hopefully you'll enjoy the tennis.
And definitely this afternoon, those matches are going to be very different. They are the top 4
Yeah.
seeds taking part.
I can't wait to watch those ones later.
Lost the Chase, fell better than 5.
Chase was worse than 4.
30
it was
all.
caught better than 5. I'd say
It looked it.
it looked it. I think Jack's got that.
He's on
got that
absolute
right.
fire today.
Oh, Chase,
That's a great
better
volley.
than 3. 30 all.
30-1 Chase. Leon's pegging Rob back a little bit. Bit wild. Yeah.
Far too quick.
40-30, 1 Chase, better than
Far
3.
too
Two
quick.
bad shots.
Far
There
too
we go,
quick
we've got a
there for
replay
Rob.
of this. Yeah, it looks
Best
better
than
than 5.
Definitely better than 5.
It's just emphasising what a great job they do in the
They're
marking
doing an
box, isn't
absolutely
it?
cracking job.
Yeah.
So it's 8 points. You got it.
Someone buy that man a drink.
40-30, receiver leads, Chase
Example.
better than 3.
Okay, better than 3. Rob was a little bit worried for a second there that was going to creep in.
Juice,
I was a little bit worried it's going to be coming up here.
I was a bit, yeah.
Go Rob.
It's lucky we're watching the game intensely, isn't it?
advantage, serve up.
Seeing some comments coming through. Do pop your names in the chat. Do let us know where you're watching today's action from.
Yeah. Yeah.
As Rob converts the first set, 6 games to 2.
It's a really good first set there by Robbie. He started off a little bit slow,
So just keep on.
and it was neck and neck, and he suddenly just pulled away.
Serve leads,
It's
1 set to
superb
love.
tennis.
Yeah, Rob just
Second
able
set,
to,
level.
particularly towards the end of that, just to string 4 or 5 different points together.
Bowl.
Set up nicely. That's a fantastic shot. Well played, Rob.
Great
15
way,
love.
great patience there by Rob to start the second set the way he finished the first.
Oh, dispatched.
15 all.
Is that Leon's first dead on? It is.
Can't. Is it really?
It's his first dead on of the
Wow,
match.
that's very unlike him. I thought we were going to see 2 in quick succession. Oh, that is just absolutely brilliant. You don't know how hard that technique is. That is superb.
30,
But you'll see
15.
what's happened there. You see with Rob's serve, that's hit that bando, the deep,
Yes.
the bando at the far, and it's just jumped straight up into the air.
Yeah, it's just what you were talking about earlier, actually.
Very, very bouncy bando down at the receiving end.
Wow.
Chase 4.
Outrageous differentiate.
30-15.
Get highlighted.
$40-15. Chase 4. We good? Yes, we're good.
So we've got a few numbers up here for the first set. I think maybe one of the things that we're not quite seeing on here is the number of single faults that Leon's put in, which by my reckoning was about 15 out of the 45 points, out of the 29 points that Leon served in that first set.
That helps, but
That's
what
a high
expected I was
percentage, isn't it?
very
Very high percentage.
Very unlike him. He's normally so solid with that first serve. Again, with those
40-15 receiver.
sort of targets,
Chase
he's
4.
only hit 2 so far, and then 1 in this set so far as well. Yeah, lovely pick up by Leon.
30-40.
He's going to hit loads of targets.
That's the length.
Wow.
That is the length.
They aren't coming back.
Advantage
Great shot by Leon
server.
there. Just getting that cut off the back wall.
Fold.
Leon seems to have started this second set a little bit more aggressively.
Chase better than 6. Advantage 1 chase.
Yeah, it's just
a chase
bit,
4.
bit too high onto the roof.
Yeah, really nice controlled play.
Advantage receiver.
Leon waiting his moment
Chase better
from,
than 6.
from Rob's initial error going up onto the penthouse, dispatching it into the grill. Oh.
Juice.
Shenkman having a bit of a joke about that last serve.
I think it's the only thing he can do. That was
I don't think that was intentional.
caught the bando again in a very peculiar way.
He's just gone high on that grill again. Fantastic defensive volley. Back across court. Just got to finish this one off. There we
How you
go.
doing? So that,
Advantage server.
as I was mentioning earlier, you got a very thin piece of green wood that's just kind of recessed a little bit in the grill. Most people might have looked at that and served and thought, oh, actually it's still live, it's gone on the floor. But here, that little green recess is in the grill, so it's definitely Shenkman's point.
That was a lovely patient play by Rob there, just to let it sit a little bit further down.
Game. Serve leads 1-0.
First game of the second set goes to Shenkman.
I think that's your commentator's curse, Dan. You describing Leon coming out a bit aggressively, wanting to take the game to Rob in the second set. Rob has come back.
He started
Chase,
so
better than second
impressively on
gallery.
that first game. Those first 2 or 3 sort of rallies and points, he was really turning it on, like the Leon that you expect to see. He plays that really, really great, entertaining, aggressive tennis. And he just sort of turned it down a little bit.
Good defense, Rob.
15 love.
Leon a little bit frustrated with the last shot, I think.
That was not a clean shot at all by Leon.
Again, it's normally his sort of bread and butter, that sort of low volley. Lovely dispatch again there.
30 love.
Yeah, superb volley.
Chase, better than a yard. 2 chases.
That was
Better
Just
than
chases.
second
just
gallery.
caught the tape
Better
as
than
that
a
one
yard.
went over, so
30 love.
created a fairly vicious
15
amount of topspin there. You want to see some serving stats,
Oh,
Dan.
look at this.
Fill your boots.
Well, look at that. 38% on that high sidewall, which is normally his go-to serve, really, isn't it? I mean, he did win 67% of those, but he conceded 40% of the chases, so...
Although that's kind of consistent,
Yeah.
40-45% across all of the different serves.
I think Leon would have been hoping for a lot less on that, just because you're trying to limit, like Rob was really a chase setter, isn't he? You know, that you'd be hoping to get 10% off that, I think, by trying to do that serve. So we'd probably be a bit disappointed with that.
It's worth bearing in mind, just to put that into perspective, as we see
look at
Shanks's
those.
numbers
Crikey.
come up. That chase is conceded. On average, you're usually looking around about 25%. Would be kind of quite typical, both at the professional and the amateur level. So the fact that Shanks is not giving Leon the chance to concede chases, but Leon is clearly not.
And this is incredible, yeah.
Yeah, these numbers are really quite incredible.
Those points won around 70% on all those serves, so...
Slight pause in play while tidy up the course a little bit. There's quite a few balls that need
30 love. Receiver leads. Chase
don't
better
have
than
the
second gallery.
pleasure of a
Where's Drew in the middle of the court when you need him?
gutter or a trough in the middle of the court.
Henry Date didn't think about that when building it, I'm guessing.
On Chase.
He had
40
people-
love.
he had people
Better
to
than
do
a
that.
yard.
Very,
didn't
very
it?
careless of Henry VIII,
Yeah,
if I may
yeah.
say so. Better than a yard. This would be for the second game. Stand back, everyone.
Yeah, it's going to be big.
Lost the chase.
Just lost it.
15-40.
Out by about 12 yards.
Great serve, but a great pickup.
Last gallery. 15-40. One chase.
Some great backhand volleys there from both players. Trying to find the right position into ending
This
that
is a
rest.
great stat here. 41 to 27 points won in Rob's favour.
Just jumping over to the chat. Ollie Pridmore is joining us.
Well, that's a privilege, isn't
That's
it?
an absolute privilege. I have no idea what time it must be down
It's
in
probably about 3 a.m. now, isn't it?
15-40. Serve
10
leads.
hours,
Last
11 hours
gallery.
ahead.
Could be any of those
Could
numbers.
be absolutely any of those numbers. It's great to have you with us this afternoon, this morning, Ollie.
Say everything and you've got everything covered.
30-40.
Leon's pulled this one back 30-40. No chasers on the board. Oh, there's a big chunk of the wall out there.
Big chunk of
Games
plaster.
to server.
National
2 games
Heritage
to
are
love.
not going to be happy about that.
That was almost a Wimbledon puff and chalk on the line. That was a
There was nearly a McEnroe moment there, wasn't there?
huge amount of dust kicking up there.
Had a big lot of kick on it as well. 2-love, Shenkman leads in the second. Some really good aggressive play by Leon there.
Got up. Chase
Yeah,
worse
that was
than the
really
yards.
good play by Leon.
2 chases.
A superb pick up off the base of the tandem.
Love all,
there.
hazard
It was
2
almost
and worse
P-rolling
than the
on the
yard.
ground when he picked it up.
Oh, we've got so just a replay
Oh,
there
yes.
of the dust. I'm not sure if it shows that well on the cameras.
In real life, it was very impressive.
It was very impressive.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure how that's going to look on Leon's racket. I have to say.
No, I'm surprised he hasn't changed it yet, to be honest.
Might need a mop for the sidewalk. Smash it. Love all.
So hazard 2, first
Hazard
chase.
2.
Lovell. Oh, good play.
15 love. Worse than a yard.
Worse than a yard.
Lost the chase. 30 love.
It's a great pick up in the corner there from Leon to save that. It was definitely going around half a yard.
Chase. 3 and 4.
And also clearly
30
indicative
love.
of someone with a lot of confidence right now. But Rob is thinking, worse than the yard, I'm going to beat that on the floor
Yeah.
straight away.
You don't see a lot of modern players doing that at all.
Not many.
Oh. 40 love. 1 chase.
40 lovely on leads, 3 and 4. Important game for him to win to get back into this set, I think.
Yeah, momentum maybe starting to move in his direction a little bit.
Oh, here we go.
Definitely strung together.
Oh, that's
Definitely strung together a few points here. Leon's given himself a bit of a gap.
7%.
And so Ben was
40
giving
love.
an explanation of how that win predictor
Receiver leads.
works. The reason it's going to be
Chase,
that
3
big
and
is
4.
you're effectively thinking about how close are both players to the finish line.
Yes. Yeah, makes sense.
Lost the chase. 15, 40.
They can have 2 effects if you saw that, couldn't you? If you saw that mid-game, it's either going to really motivate you or
30,
kind of go,
40.
"Oh."
So during one of the qualifying matches on Tuesday, Neil Mackenzie was playing, I can't remember who it was, I think it was Levi.
It was, yes.
It was in case you missed it, it was a
Because I think Lewis Gordon was watching, and
Hey.
Neil Mackenzie may have said something to Lee.
1 game to 2.
Lewis came back with something great and said, just change it. Just start winning.
one of the bouncy bando
Hazard worse than a
Full
yard.
effect.
back into full effect.
So I don't know, I quite liked it. I don't know if I'd quite like to see that, to be honest. I think it'd make me more determined to try and win.
Neil had some very constructive feedback.
15 love.
So he was, I think he may have been 4 or 5 love down, and there is, we've got one of the screens that everybody's seeing the feed from. We've got one of those set up in the dead on, so people can see the score, people can see the stats whilst in the dead on here. And Neil saw the win predictor flick up onto his screen. He's 5 love down. He's 5 love down. He turns into the dead on. He looks to pick up a ball. He looks at the screen. The win predictor is on. There is a 0% chance of winning. And he's
Was it 0? Crikey.
soul is absolutely crushed.
That is soul destroying. Just missed the grill there.
Yeah, Rob knows that he's missed that. Yeah.
Yes. Hazard.
Well, there you go. Pridmore's a fan.
Vote.
Pridmore's definitely a fan.
Likes a predictor.
We are.
Because he wins more than he loses, you see, so he would like that.
We are fans of it up here in the commentary booth as well.
Yeah. Oh, superb shot.
40-15, 1 chase.
Rob
Hazard
just
worse
says it's
than
that
the yard.
easy. Why can't you do that every time? If only.
If only.
What's the temperature check? Is it are we rising at all?
We're
Feels like we're rising.
We're 28.7.
Okay.
So it is going in one direction, but it's still pretty warm.
The players look warm on court, don't they?
A
a lot of liquid being taken.
Rob looks very, very warm, I have to say. I think there's a little bit of a breeze coming through from some of the windows up top, which I'm very much enjoying.
I'm a big fan of that as well.
Big
actually.
fan of the little breeze that we've got coming through.
40-15, the receiver leads. Hazard worse than a yard.
I think Rob will also be a big fan of the scoreline. So this is the game point for 3-1.
Yeah, big one. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Game 3-1.
3-1. Second set. Probably 3 games away to get through to the next round.
That's not up. It's
close.
15
it's
up.
close, but it's definitely down.
Another good call.
The winner of this match will play the runner-up of our last match today, which will be
We're playing the runner-up of
Ben Taylor Matthews and Steve Agona.
Crikey. What a reward.
Second gallery.
2 of the hot favourites
There we go. Got the graphic on the screen here.
coming through.
It's a fantastic get. They go cross court here. Nice, back into the corner.
Phase 4. 2 chases.
So this is our tournament structure. So
15 love.
as we mentioned
Second
earlier, Nina
gallery
Marola
and chase 4.
through to the second stage of quarterfinals after Bryn Sayers retired with an injury that was just not going to go away early on today. We've got Leon and Robert on at the moment. Coming up, we've got first and third seeds, Nikki Howell and Rob Fay, who will battle out for a fast track ticket to the
15
semi-final
love.
on
Receiver
Saturday.
leads.
And then later on today, we've got Ben Taylor Matthews
Second
and Steve
gallery.
Agona again fighting out for a fast track ticket to Saturday semi-finals.
Just kept it alive. Oh, just got an unlucky bounce off.
30 love. Chase 4.
Something
15-30.
slightly strange noises coming from Leon's racket. I'm not sure if it's definitely not a busted string. If that was a busted string, he would definitely sort it out. But it didn't sound especially healthy.
Is it a result of the wall
Put
incident,
up.
do we think?
Chase better than 2. 15-30.
That was cooled down. Better than 2.
Oh!
Aggressive
40-15, one
return
chase.
of the serve again is
Better than
paying
2.
dividends for Liam. Fantastic footwork by Shenkman compared to in that last one.
40-15. The serve leads better than 2.
Better than 2 we're shooting for.
Won the chase.
On the chase.
30-40.
30-40, no chases.
Juice.
Oops, pull this one back. Juice.
Done it again.
Done it again. He's done that 2 or 3 times.
A lot of game points that Leon has had, and he's not been able to convert that many of them at all.
We'll be wanting to get back down this end, I would think. Oh. Both struggling off the timbre a little bit.
Advantage server.
Defensive play there by Leon. Yeah.
Second gallery.
And as we thought,
Wants to get back down here. Wants to get
Sensible
serving.
choice.
Advantage, one chase.
stick it into second gallery and get down this end.
Win predictor's gone into the 90s now.
Leon
Mountain
pulled back a
Manchester.
percentage there though. It was 93-7. So he's on the comeback.
He's on the comeback, although, I mean, let's face
It's
it,
still a harsh comeback.
Rob is only Rob's only 3 games away from taking this match.
He's played very well actually.
Advantage
He's
receiver.
played very, very nicely. He's taken,
Been through those qualifiers.
Second
It's
gallery.
just The way he was playing was superb.
I think, a couple of those games in the qualifiers were very much statement wins. He was very much sending a signal to the rest of the draw that he is not a slouch.
Did you listen to from the hazards for the build up to this? It was a good pre-tournament chat. Oh, that's good. He's really cooking now, isn't it?
Yes, it was. There is a fantastic episode of the View from the Hazard. I think it's episode 61.
That's good knowledge.
Where Ben and Rob preview the Champions Trophy.
It's great
Oh.
we've got two players actually talking about their predictions of it.
Oh,
you know.
and I particularly enjoyed it because I think literally about an hour before they recorded it, I had put some. I'd put my
Last
preview
gallery.
out for the event and put out kind of the
Huge.
prices I thought kind of all the players were at. It's fair to say that
Chase, worse than 5. 2
Ben
chases.
did not appreciate at all the.
That's unlikely.
Juice, last gallery,
well.
and worse than 5.
He made some very sensible points. I was listening to it on the train on my commute, and suffice it to say, I burst into laughter for about 15 minutes, which on a commuter train, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Did you get some funny looks?
I got some very funny looks.
Yeah.
But definitely worth listening to. There's a great interview there as well with the head professional Nick Wood.
Yes.
Champions Trophy very much his bag, his baby.
Juice, last gallery.
I think we're in now the 6th or 7th iteration of Champions Trophy.
One chase. Advantage receiver. Worse than 5.
That's a last gallery chase and it fell around about 3, worse than 3.
One chase and again.
Fantastic shot.
And he's taken it.
Receiver leads 4-1.
4 games to 1. 2 great shots to win those 2 chases.
$15 love.
Leon describing that as summing up his match.
Yeah. I don't think you can disagree with him on that one.
Clearly had eyes on the base of the timbre.
It's very unlike him to make those sort of mistakes as well. He's normally so consistent.
Got up. Chase worse than a yard.
So chase called.
$15 love.
Chase called worse than the yard.
Worse than a yard. Oh wow. Well played.
And that's hit the Perspex glass in the dead on.
$30 love.
Hopefully no damage done.
Chase worse than 5. 2 chases.
2 chases. Worse than a yard. And worse than 5.
$30 love for server leads. Worse than a yard and worse than 5.
This is the dead on finish.
Oh no, my apologies. It didn't hit the Perspex at all, but
This would be a good
caught.
view. It's interesting, you can see the great view of the dead on, like you were saying earlier, what's that post block shape.
Oh, it's come off the ledge. Off the
Oh.
ledge and then into the roof.
$30 love server leads. Worse than a yard.
Worse than a yard. Defence.
Do it again.
Lost the
it.
chase. $40 love. Worse than 5.
$37 to 57.1. Let's put that into the net, Leon.
Okay. Server leads 5
5 games
games
to
to
1.
1.
One game away for
game away.
the man from Manchester to book a place in tomorrow's second set, the quarterfinals.
Fully deserved as well after this performance. That's a great shot.
Absolutely died underneath
15
the grill
love.
there.
That was absolutely dead in the corner, wasn't it? It's a big old chunk of wall come up again there.
Yeah, another,
$30
Nick's
love.
sending him the bill after this weekend.
possibly. Certainly our maintenance team will be on that.
Great pickup. Let's go
See you again.
Oh my goodness. It's cooking with gas.
40
There we
love.
go. 60.
Here we go.
68 minutes on the clock.
Very effective.
Rob's got 3 match points.
Game set.
That's fantastic. That's a very, very good performance by Rob Shenkman there.
Shenkman wins 6-2, 6-1.
He was just forcing Leon not to play his natural game, I think, and forced him into errors. I think you end up trying to overthink when you play against Rob because he gets so much back. You kind of try and change up your game, and he just some really uncharacteristic errors from Leon there. But great play by Rob Shenkman.
Yeah, absolutely. So the man from Manchester, winner of the qualifiers yesterday, goes through to tomorrow's second set of quarterfinals, where he will play winner of either he'll play the loser of the Steve Lagona Ben Taylor Matthews match, which will be coming up shortly. Bam! Oh, look at that poetry in motion.
It's almost like someone's listening to us.
It's like somebody's listening to us and they're popping in the chat right now. We'll have a quick look at some of the key stats from our match. I think the ones that 9 grills to 3 I think is definitely the one that kind of sticks out to me. But I'd say a very assured performance there by Robert. 6-2, 6-1. I don't know how fair a result that is, but definitely a match where Rob's been able to take the service end and really command kind of the number of points that you need from that.
I think Rob deserved that. I think he came out and really had a bit of a statement there, statement performance and victory. I think he was trying, like we said before, he was trying to force Leon to play a completely different style of game. I think Leon had to really think and try and change his game up, which didn't suit him. When he did play a little bit more aggressively, it did help, but I think Rob just kept getting things back and kept trying to force him to play that extra shot, which sometimes what road tennis is about, isn't it? You know, it's that extra shot that sometimes you get a strange bounce or a bobble and it just doesn't work for you.
And I think particularly for Rob, you know, he's talked, you know, world number 11. He's always been talking about trying to push into the top 10, really kind of push deep into tournaments. And yeah, if he's going to do that, he's got to beat the people around him. You know, Leon world number 9. That was a very, very convincing win by Rob Shenkman. So that brings us to the end of our coverage of the second of today's quarterfinals, the Real Tennis Champions Trophy 2024, presented by Mitsubishi Electric. We're going to take a pause now before we move into the third quarterfinal. So do come back and do join us later on. But thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you very much. See you soon.
So you were in the quarterfinal? Just missed out. I didn't see the result. Come second.